Alrighty, in this video, we're going to talk about deductions, also known as write-offs. You hear all the time people like, oh yeah, I'll just write it off. But what does that really mean? A lot of people, I've come to find out, don't actually know. So we're going to break it down. In the IRS tax code, it says that they allow for the deduction of ordinary and necessary expenses that are paid during the taxable year to carry on your business or your trade. Now, what is a deduction? A deduction reduces your taxable income. It is not money that is refunded to you at the end of the year. That is a credit, like your child tax credit. Most people get money back for having a child. That is not the same as a deduction. So at the end of the year, say you have $100,000 in income, but you have $20,000 in ordinary and necessary deductions. Okay, well now your taxable income is $80,000 instead of that $100,000. Hopefully that makes sense. But how do we define ordinary and necessary? Well, the IRS, they say that an ordinary expense is one that's common and accepted in your industry, while a necessary expense is one that is helpful and appropriate for your trade or business. So you kind of got to keep that in mind. What is ordinary and necessary for an online freelancer might not be the same thing as what's ordinary and necessary for a construction contractor. Now what I'd like to do is show you guys some of the common business deductions that businesses take. So first off, you have office supplies, kind of self-explanatory. Then you have advertising. That could be Facebook ads, Google ads, commercials, car wraps, business cards, all that kind of stuff. You got meals, 100% deductible in 2021. So any meal that was conducted, for business or while doing your business is deductible. Dues and subscriptions, your CRM, your website hosting, Google Workspace, all that good stuff. Any software, all that stuff is dues and subscriptions. A lot of people don't know, but you can actually deduct coaching and education expenses. So say there is a convention across the country you really want to go to. You fly out there and you listen to Tony Robbins speak and coach you for however long. That's actually all deductible. Everything that was ordinary and necessary for you to go and receive that education. The 5 days that you spend there afterwards and go to Disneyland, that part's not deductible, unfortunately. But what's ordinary and necessary to get that coaching and education is. And this course actually falls into that. So hell yeah, baby, deduct this bad boy. Then we got cost of goods sold. That is like a construction thing, or if it takes materials for you to deliver that product, those materials are deductible under cost of goods sold. Any wages that you pay, any independent contractor payments that you make, those are all deductible. Mileage is deductible, 56 cents per mile in 2021. It usually goes up or down a cent or two every year. Your phone bill, so as long as you make one phone call per year that's business related, that is deductible. Same goes for your internet. As long as you do something business related once a year, that internet is deductible. Tools, if that pertains to you, any type of business insurance, rent, your office space or your brick and mortar location, if you're paying rent, is also a deduction. So those are some of the very common ones. That's not a all-encompassing list. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a better idea of what a deduction actually is. Just to recap, a deduction reduces your taxable income at the end of the year come tax time. It is not money that is refunded to you. And we'll end there. In the next videos, I'm actually going to show you guys how to start doing all this bookkeeping we've been talking about. See you there.